Hey guys, this is Harun Nadeem back with another episode of the Business Fest show. Today I'm here with Sir Ali Abdullah, who is the president of the Business Fest and also serving as a faculty member here at M Sciences. Sir, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you, sir. You're actually the second person who's asked me this. No one, any other guest ever asked me this. So, sir, starting off, I'm going to ask you the question of what is Business Fest? What was envisioned when you started this in the first place, and when did it start?
Okay. So, thank you very much for having my views. In the first place, जो Business Fest का idea था, in the very beginning, this was just business idea, right? And it was just supposed to be presented in the class. But back in 2014 we decided कि हम इसको जो है एक proper platform पे लाएं ताकि students को जो है एक proper real field का experience जो है वो मिले. So then we actually started this back in 2014. So वहाँ से हमने जो है वो अपना पहला business fest जो है वो start किया. And then over a period of time फिर ये evolve होता जा रहा है और अब इसके अंदर different wings और different teams and different ideas और वो सब चीज़ें जो है वो साथ साथ incorporate जो है वो हो रही हैं.
तो जब उस वक्त हुआ था 2014 में, was it the same thing as it is now?
नहीं, it has changed a lot. क्योंकि हम लोग भी फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे थे, आइडिया तो था बट एग्जीक्यूशन फेज में जब आप आते हैं तो चीज़ें थोड़ी डिफरेंट होती हैं, चैलेंजेस डिफरेंट होते हैं. सो उस टाइम पे हमने स्टूडेंट्स को कहा कि जो भी आइडिया आपको बेहतर लगे यू कैन गो फॉर एनीथिंग. एंड इवेंचुअली हमें वो पता लगा कि चीज़ ज़्यादातर फोकस जो है लोगों का फूड स्टॉल्स और उसकी तरफ आ गया एंड दे वेंट फॉर सॉर्ट ऑफ एन ईजी वे आउट फॉर देम. सो इन ऑर्डर टू हैव वैरायटी फिर हमने कहा कि नहीं, इसको हम थोड़ी सी रिस्ट्रिक्शंस जो हैं वो उस पर हमने लगानी शुरू की कि भाई ये आइटम्स करने हैं, ये आइटम्स नहीं करने हैं. एंड देन फिर आहिस्ता आहिस्ता तो नाउ यू कैन सी कि अब हमने इसके ऊपर काफ़ी सारी लिमिटेशंस जो हैं वो लगा दी हैं. और एक चीज़ मैं यहाँ पे और भी क्लियर करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम ये होता जा रहा है, करते हैं लोग, हर साल होता है, अप्रिशिएट भी होता है, लोग क्रिटिसाइज़ भी करते हैं उसको. सो वो चीज़ मैं आपके इस फोरम के थ्रू थोड़ा क्लैरिफाई भी करना चाह रहा हूँ कि वी ऑफर दिस फेस्ट फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर. एंड फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर के सबसे यानी यंगेस्ट लॉट है जो हमारे पास यहाँ कैंपस पे अवेलेबल है और ये जिस एज ग्रुप में भी हैं उनके पास कोई इतना ज़्यादा एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी एक्सपोजर्स जो हैं वो नहीं है. सो इनसे कोई ऐसा एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी कोई चीज़ एक्सपेक्ट करना वुड बी टू मच.
बिल्कुल.
जो एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी हैं वो एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी चीज़ें प्रोड्यूस करते भी हैं बट हम उनको एक रियल फील्ड का टेस्ट देना चाह रहे हैं कि भाई एक काम को करना होगा, किस तरह करना होगा, उसमें क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आ रहे हैं. इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट दैट डे जिस दिन उन्होंने ये इवेंट को परफॉर्म करना है या उस दिन की एक्टिविटी गुजारनी है. इट्स ए कंप्लीट प्रोसेस. ऑलमोस्ट स्टार्ट ऑफ द सेमेस्टर से ये ग्रुप्स की सूरत में इंगेज हो जाते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ एंड देन उस इंगेजमेंट में इनकी ग्रुप डायनामिक्स के ऊपर लर्निंग है, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रेजोल्यूशन के ऊपर लर्निंग है, आइडिया रेजोल्यूशन पे है. सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट टीम वर्क. सो यू लर्न आउट ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो हमारा मकसद ये नहीं है कि हम यहाँ पे इनसे बिजनेस फेस्ट करवाएंगे द वेरी फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर और एक बड़ा कम्प्लीटली इनोवेटिव नया आइडिया जो है हर बंदा लेकर आएगा. कुछ आइडियाज़ आते भी हैं जो कि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आगे इंक्यूबेशन की स्टेजेस पे डिफरेंट इंक्यूबेशन हाउसेस में जो है वो फाइनेंस भी हो जाते हैं, कमर्शलाइजेशन की तरफ भी चले जाते हैं. बट हमारा मेन मकसद जो है वो स्टूडेंट्स को, क्योंकि बिजनेस के स्टूडेंट्स हैं सो दे नीड एक्सपोजर, तो उनको इनिशियल जो हीट है ना वो प्रोवाइड करना और उनको स्टिमुलेट करना कि आगे की रियल लाइफ के चैलेंजेस के लिए वो रेडी हो जाएं. दिस इज़ द बेसिक क्रक्स, दिस इज़ द मेन आइडिया. तो इस चीज़ को हमने प्रमोट करने के लिए जस्ट उस प्रेजेंटेशन को हमने एक फिजिकल आइडिया की एग्जीक्यूशन पे लेके गए. दैट्स द होल आइडिया.
एंड डू यू थिंक इट हैज़ हेल्प्ड स्टूडेंट्स इन द लास्ट 5 years आई वुड से?
यस डेफिनेटली. लाइक देखें, इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस एक तो ये है कि स्टूडेंट्स को जब एक्सपोजर मिलता है ना और ये सब काम करना पड़ता है सो एक लिमिटेड हद तक हम स्टूडेंट्स की मदद करते हैं, गाइडेंस की हद तक करते हैं, बाकी सब काम उन्हें खुद मैनेज करने पड़ते हैं, एग्जीक्यूशन के भी. सो वो ना चाहते हुए भी ना यू कैन से सॉर्ट ऑफ अ पैसिव लर्निंग उनकी हो रही होती है. यानी वो लग उन्हें नहीं रहा क्योंकि कोई इवैल्यूएशन है, कोई ऐसा वाला मामला उसमें नहीं है कि जी, बट उनकी लर्निंग ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम जो है वो साथ साथ होती जा रही है. और फिर इवेंचुअली जब पास आउट हो रहे होते हैं, ग्रेजुएट हो रहे होते हैं, सो दे डू रियलाइज लाइक उनके पास एक पॉइंट ऑफ कंपैरिजन आ जाता है कि यार हमने फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में जब भी किया था तो हमने क्या क्या उसमें गलतियाँ की, क्या क्या जो है ना हमसे शॉर्टकमिंग्स जो हैं वो उसमें रह गई, वी कुड हैव डन बेटर. सो डेफिनेटली उससे इम्प्रूवमेंट है.
Sir, बिल्कुल. Talking about the mistakes, you learn from your mistakes. That's something. When I was in first semester, so we had this nitrogen 1 stall. I don't know if you remember that, but basically the premise around that was کہ ہم liquid nitrogen juice میں ڈالیں گے یا cereals میں ڈالیں گے and then people eat it and the smoke comes out.
Right.
We had an issue with finances, so we went to few sponsors, we tried to get some sponsors. ہمیں یہ نہیں پتا تھا کہ you need to actually write a sponsor proposal. ہم ڈائریکٹ چلے گئے تھے کہ sir can you know give us some finances for our stall and we're going to advertise for you. Now I look back in hindsight, I understand where I was wrong, where I could have done better.
Exactly.
And so you know that would be my next question. The entrepreneurship aspect, do you think one day of Business Fest is enough for the future of what would now be a first semester kids future?
دیکھیں میں نے اس طرح کہا نا کہ بیسک آئیڈیا اس کام کو کرنے کا کیا تھا, وہ ایک بیسک اسٹیمولس پرووائڈ کرنا کہ ایک ہیٹ انہیں ملے اینڈ دین اس کے اوپر یہ لوگ کام کریں. یعنی جس طرح آپ نے خود ہی کہا کہ جی یو آلویز لرن فرام یور مسٹیکس اینڈ اٹ آلویز سم تھنگ کہ جو آپ کے ایکسپیرینسز میں ایڈ کر رہا ہوتا ہے اینڈ ان غلطیوں کو آپ پھر ریپیٹ نہیں کرتے ہیں آگے چل کے. سو آئی ایگری کہ ایک دن کا جو ہے وہ فیکٹر ہے وہ بہت زیادہ کچھ ان کو اس میں لرننگ تو ہے, بٹ یہ نہیں ہے کہ کمپلیٹ پیکج جو ہے وہ انہیں مل جائے گا. بٹ اگر وہ ایک سینسیبل لوگ ہیں اور اپنی پرسنل گرومنگ اینڈ گروتھ کے اوپر اگر ان کا فوکس ہے, سو دے ول ٹیک لیسنس فرام اٹ اینڈ دین وہاں سے وہ دیکھ سکتے ہیں کہ بھائی ہمیں کہاں کہاں پہ جو ہے وہ شارٹ کمنگس جو ہیں وہ آتی رہی ہیں یا کہاں کہاں پہ پرابلمس ہیں, تو ان کو ہم ریموو کریں اور آگے اپنے ریئل ایکچوئل جو بزنس آئیڈیاز ہیں جن کو ہم لے کے آنا چاہتے ہیں آگے, سو ان کے لیے انہیں ایک فیلڈ مل جاتی ہے. سیکنڈلی اس میں لوگوں کو ساتھ میں یہ بھی پروموٹ کرتا ہوں کہ دس از اے ویری گڈ اپرچونیٹی اویلیبل ٹو یو کہ آپ اپنے بزنس آئیڈیا جو کہ ابھی تک آپ کے مائنڈ میں تھا اس کو ریئل لائف میں ٹیسٹ کر لیں اینڈ گیٹ اے ریئل ان پٹ اینڈ دین یو کین, جس طرح ہم کہتے ہیں نا کہ ایک پروٹوٹائپ آپ بناتے ہیں یا ایک ٹیسٹ رن آپ کرتے ہیں چیزوں کا, سو اس کا ایک فلیور آپ یہاں پہ لے سکتے ہیں. آپ ایک 3,500-4,000 لوگوں کے جو ایجوکیٹڈ ہیں جو کہ آپ کے پروسپیکٹیو کسٹمرز ہو سکتے ہیں آگے چل کے, ان کے آگے آپ کا آئیڈیا ایکسپوز ہو رہا ہے اینڈ یو گیٹ ریئل ان پٹ اگینسٹ اٹ. اس کے لیے آپ آگے چیزیں اس میں ڈیزائن بہتر کر سکتے ہیں کہ جی ہم سے یہ غلطی ہوئی, اس وجہ سے ہماری مارکیٹنگ ایفرٹس میں کمی تھی یا کوئی فائنینسز کی اویلیبلٹی میں کمی تھی یا جو بھی شارٹ کمنگ ان کے سامنے آتی ہیں, تو ایک بڑا اچھا جو ہے وہ آئیڈیا ان کو جو ہے وہ مل جاتا ہے کہ ہم نے آگے چیزیں کس طرح ایگزیکیوٹ کرنی ہے اینڈ کیا پوٹینشیل پرابلمس جو ہیں وہ آ جاتے ہیں. تو آپ کی جو پروڈکٹ یا سروس جو بھی ہے وہ ایٹ لیسٹ 4,000 لوگوں کے اگینسٹ ایکسپوز ہو جاتی ہے, جس میں ایکسپرٹس بھی ہیں, جس میں سیم ایج گروپ کے لوگ بھی ہیں, ملٹیپل گروپس کے سامنے جو آئیڈیا ایکسپوز ہو جاتا ہے. تو یہ ہے.
Sir, we talked about Business Fest, what it was. We talked about how it improves the lives of students. How can Business Fest improve in the years to come?
اوکے, دیکھیں فیوچر ویژن جو ہے وہ ہمیشہ چیزیں جو ہیں وہ آہستہ آہستہ ایوالو ہوتی ہیں اور وقت کے ساتھ ساتھ جو ہے اس میں امپرومنٹس آتی رہتی ہیں, نئے لوگ بھی بیچ میں آتے ہیں, ٹیمز آتی ہیں, ان کی طرف سے انپٹس آتی ہیں, سجیشنز آتی ہیں اینڈ وی آر آلویز ویلکم ٹو دی سجیشنز. سو ان کی انپٹ جو بھی آتی ہے ان کو ہم بڑے اچھے طریقے سے جو ہے وہ کوشش کرتے ہیں اپ ٹو اے میکسیمم ریسورسز کو سامنے رکھتے ہوئے کہ ان کو ہم انکارپوریٹ کریں. میرا الانگ ود اسٹارٹ اپ سوسائٹی اور ان سب کو لے کے میرا اس پہ پلان یہ ہے کہ اس کا جو نیکسٹ اسٹیپ ہوگا پرابیبلی یہ جو ایک ایلیگیشن میں نے کہا نا اس کے اوپر لگتا ہے کہ جی فرسٹ سیمسٹر کے اسٹارٹ کے ہیں, سو وی آر پلاننگ کہ ہم اس کو ٹورڈز دا اینڈ آف دا سیمسٹر بھی لے جائیں. لائک دا سیم بیچ جس نے فرسٹ سیمسٹر میں پرفارم کیا اینڈ اپنی شارٹ کمنگز آئیڈینٹیفائی کر لیں کہ بھائی یہ مسائل تھے جو ہمیں ریموو کرنے چاہیے تھے یا ان پہ ہمیں فوکس کرنا چاہیے تھا, سو اگین دے وڈ بی ڈوئنگ بزنس فیسٹ جس کو ہم لیٹس سپوز بزنس فیسٹ پرو کا نام دے سکتے ہیں یا اس قسم کا کوئی بھی آئی کیچنگ نیم جو ہے اس کے لیے سجیسٹ کر سکتے ہیں. سو وہ اس طرح کا معاملہ ہو جائے گا کہ اپنے آپ کو خود کو آپ چیلنج کر رہے ہیں کہ فرسٹ سیمسٹر میں کہ ہم نے فرسٹ سیمسٹر میں کیا کیا اینڈ اوور اے پیریڈ آف 4 ایئرز یا جو بھی جتنا بھی ڈگری کا آپ کا ٹائم ہے, تو کیا آپ نے لرن کیا, اپنی ان مسٹیک سے کیا سیکھا اینڈ اب کتنا امپروو طریقے سے جو ہے آپ اپنا بزنس فیسٹ جو ہے وہ کر رہے ہیں. اٹس ناٹ نیسسری کہ آپ وہی آئیڈیا ریپیٹ کریں بیکاز آپ ایوالو ہو چکے ہیں, گروم ہو چکے ہیں, سو دین یو وڈ بی ان اے بیٹر پوزیشن کہ یار اب مجھے کس قسم کا پروڈکٹ لانا چاہیے, مارکیٹ نیڈس کیا ہیں, مارکیٹ کا انالیسس کیا آپ کو بتا رہا ہے. سو ان لائنس پہ جو ہے ہم اس کو لے کے लेके जा रहे हैं. एंड देन फिर इसके अंदर फ्यूचर के एंड से आपने बात की, सो हम इसको हमेशा से लिंक करते हैं अपने जो हमारे पास बिजनेस इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स हैं या जो टेक आइडियाज़ को सपोर्ट करने के लिए आई एम दोशल के नाम से हमारे पास सेंटर्स अवेलेबल हैं. सो दे आर ऑलवेज इन सर्च ऑफ गुड प्रोजेक्ट्स कि जिनके जहाँ पे उन्हें लगता है कि जी कुछ स्पार्क है इन आइडियाज़ में, सो उनको फिर वो बाकायदा कमर्शलाइजेशन की तरफ लेके जाते हैं. एंड इसमें से बिजनेस फेस्ट के काफ़ी सारे आइडियाज़ जो हैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वो इस कमर्शलाइजेशन की तरफ जो है वो गए हैं. सो आई बिलीव कि ये एक अच्छी सक्सेस है सारे मामले में.
एंड दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज कि देयर इज अ पॉइंट ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन. आप फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में जो कर लेते हैं तो यू नीड टू गेट टेस्टेड कि आप सेवन्थ सेमेस्टर में उससे बेहतर कर भी सकते हैं या नहीं. ऑफन ये होता है कि व्हाट आई फील लाइक द बेस्ट बेनिफिट ऑफ बिजनेस फेस्ट इज कि यू गेट अ पुश जो कि आप अदरवाइज करेंगे ही नहीं. यू गेट टू डू इट ओवर हियर because of the push you get.
Yes.
And I think वो 7th semester students के लिए it's very important to get that push. It's like they're graduating and what we're trying to promote here is entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
Not to get a job specifically.
Welcome.
And sir, with that, thank you so much for coming on. Sir Ali Abdullah.
Thank you for having me, ji.
Thank you
so
sir.
much.
And with that ends this segment of the BFA show. Hey guys, welcome back to the next segment of episode 3 of the Business Fest show. Today I'm joined by Malaika Khan, who is my classmate, topper of the class. I've not topped the past 5 semesters because of her.
Yes, and Harun can take that.
Sure, but anyways, Malaika is a freelancer, an entrepreneur, and in Business Fest she is helping me out with the presentation side of things, co-leading the presentations.
And I'm also handling the advertising section of the social media.
Yeah, good point. I did not remember that, Malaika. And also, she's also an integral part of the sponsor team. We'll talk a little bit about the freelancing bit.
Okay.
So how did that start?
It started when one of our classmates, she texted me saying, hey, I know this guy and he wants a few girls who can work under him. I don't know why he asked for girls specifically, but he said that guys are too lazy. So he hired me and he was paying me way too less for a lot of work. So that was my first work experience and it was actually a good start. I was doing Amazon affiliate content writing where you write blogs for different products, you rate them, you review them, and you get money every time someone clicks on the product review. So that's what I was doing, and later on I moved on to better stuff. I made my way and found a better employer who agreed to pay me more. So that's how I started my freelancing thing.
And so do you think it's manageable with topping the class and then also having a career in freelancing? How possible can you make it for yourself?
I don't think it's that hard if you're managing your time properly. I take classes, I go home, I have a nap, and then I work for till I have to sleep again. So it's basically my entire day, but it's worth it because I don't feel guilty at the end of the day.
True, and that's one aspect that once you get closer to graduation, you feel that much more guilty if you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And so for a first semester or third semester student, it's pretty doable, would you say?
I think it's doable even in your last year, unless you have like other things. If you have a really busy social life, if you're meeting a lot of people every day, and if you have other things on your calendar, for example, if you have a really big family, then it becomes a little difficult to manage with all the social events and everything. But if you're a girl like me who stays home most of the time, I think you can take classes, you can study, you can make time for work and a little bit of social events once a week. So I think it's pretty manageable for 4 years.
Right. And what about your entrepreneurship aspect? How did that come into play?
This entrepreneurship thing was like everyone would ask me, you're in BBA, तो कोई business किया है? So I just felt guilty every time someone said that, and I decided to go for outsourcing. I outsource my products.
And what is outsourcing for anyone who doesn't know?
Outsourcing is when you don't manufacture the products yourself, you get a supplier from somewhere else and they get you the things and you sell them. So you're basically a reseller.
Right.
So I imported the products from China and I was selling them here online.
Right.
I made a TCS account, so I was basically...
And by online you mean Instagram?
Instagram, yes,
Primarily?
and Facebook.
Okay.
Primarily Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a business, Instagram business.
It's an Instagram business,
Right.
and I use different Instagram advertising tools to sell them, and it's going pretty good so far.
And so that's the role you play in Business First as well, the advertising. bit.
Yeah, I learned how to target your audience, how to select the interests, and how to find the right people for your advertising. And now I've been doing that for Business Fest. I selected all the interests, like people who are interested in business, in fashion, in lifestyle, in fun fairs, festivals, music, and anything that could be linked to business in one way or
Right,
another.
right.
I added them to the target audience as through hashtags. And then I selected a specific age group, for example, people between the ages of 18 and 65.
Right,
And that made about like 34 million people.
right.
So our Instagram ads are now targeted towards people who are interested in business, in entrepreneurship and incubation.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
The next question is about the presentation side of things. So we did that together. What was your role in that? I mean, I know what my role in that was, but for everyone else, how can you get into presentations?
My role in presentations was to tell the students how they can make their stall stand out, because there's so much clutter, all the stalls are basically the same. For example, there are a lot of photo booths and there are a lot of people who are offering sketching services.
Right, right.
So my tips were how to make your stall stand out through corporate social responsibility, doing something meaningful for the community and the decor, and how you can just basically get noticed from the evaluation team. So my job was to teach them how they can make themselves stand out and how to make their business different. And that's about it.
All right, and that is Malaika Khan for us. Thank you for coming on, Malaika. And that ends the segment of the B-Fest show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Business Fest show with Harun Nadeem. Unfortunately, Salman couldn't make it to this episode, but I'm still with you guys. Probably in the next episode, you don't even see me. It's just two guests and then no one else. I'm joking. But we have two very young people, fresh faces of I'm Sciences, who are in their first semester, and also they're going to have a stall at the Business Fest. They're participants of the Business Fest. And so if you can have your introductions. You are Roshane.
Yes.
Please say that.
My name is Roshane. And
My name is Vasif Abbas. I'm a student of BBA.
And so you guys have a stall this year. And what is it about?
we have two businesses, a main business called Swarf and a side business which is called Fearpong. Swarf is more of an idea, as it's like an online marketplace.
Right.
But we couldn't bring it in like physical form because we ordered supplies, but they couldn't make it in time, unfortunately. So our side, we had to like come up with another idea, the side business, so that we have something there in physical form. So
Right.
our game Fearpong, Wasif would like to like explain.
Yeah, it's a game like we have 6 cups on the table, like on the each.
Hold on,
side.
before you go any further.
Yeah.
Fear pong
Yeah.
and not beer pong?
Yeah, because it was kind of a controversial name, so we had to change that.
Sure, you have to
Yeah.
fit within the standards.
Within this
Yeah,
society,
right.
right?
Right.
So we have 6 cups on each side, and each of them have dares,
Okay.
like down the cup, right?
Just like beer pong,
Yeah, just like everything is like beer pong, just so.
but it's not beer pong.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not beer
Okay.
pong.
Right.
So when you pot the ball in the cup, either you have to drink it or you have to do the dare. So
Right.
the dare are the.
And what is the drink?
It could be anything: soya sauce, chili sauce.
Oh, that's the
why it's
twist.
Fear pong.
That's the fear bit.
That's the actual fear.
Oh my god, that's pretty
That's one of
nice.
the aspects. Like then the dares come.
And that is insane. You guys are devils. Right. And so that's why you have the. Do you have a graphic of the ticket? You guys have? I really like their graphics. They have one of the best graphics.
Oh, I don't think I have it right now.
That's
but-
unfortunate, but you guys have a really good marketing campaign going on. Tell us about that.
We try to engage a lot with like our followers, and also with like forcing our friends to like give shout outs and
Forcing.
Yep.
Wow.
And then we just like go up to random people and put them on the spot to buy our tickets so they can't back out.
Just
And-
like you did with me today.
Yeah. And since yesterday we've sold like 70 or 80 tickets. Like,
85 to be
Oh, yeah.
precise.
85, and that's at a charge of 150.
Yeah, early bird discount. That's 150, and on the spot you have to pay 200.
You can pay 200 to drink soy sauce, guys.
Yeah, that's
You have it. You have it here. Business Fest 2022. Drink soy sauce for 200 rupees. And so you mentioned that this is your side business.
Yeah.
But you've marketed the side business better than the main business. Why is that?
Yeah, because honestly, like our main business, it's like
it's
too
just
old.
an idea.
Yeah,
It's just an idea.
it's not too old for everyone, but since it's not in the physical forms, we didn't know how to like market it better. But to like make it a bit more interesting, we did a photo shoot with all the samples. So we're gonna start uploading soon on our page. So like hopefully that'll probably give us more followers and stuff. Get us more
And
followers.
you guys have an Instagram page as well?
Oh yeah. Our main ideas business, our main ideas page is swarf.pk.
Right.
And our side business is fear.pong.
Oh, so they're separate
Yeah.
Instagrams.
Yeah.
Fear with 2R.
Yeah.
Fear with 2 R's. You have it here first. It's fear with 2 R's.
Emphasis on the fear.
Emphasis on the fear. Have soy sauce and hot sauce with these guys. And what are the prizes? Do you have prizes? How do you win?
Yeah.
How does someone win other than having the soy sauce?
Whoever does the most dares wins, because the more cups you have left, like the people who have no cups left on their table, they lose.
Right.
So, people who don't have any cups left on their dares
Yeah,
on their
they
table, they win.
They win, yeah.
Yeah. So the more dares you do, the more cups go.
Okay.
So and the prizes, like it could be anything. We're trying to like we're gonna write the prizes on paper, and we're gonna put it in a bowl. So like it's your luck. You could like either get the grand prize or
Right.
like the
Have you decided on the prizes yet?
one, like an example would be like a small chocolate or something, or like our grand prize
That's
is
a
like
surprise.
That's
yeah,
the surprise.
that's the prize.
Okay. So have it here first. Fear with double R's, 2 R's, that is, and .pong, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I gave them a shout out because I really like their graphics team. I'm not sure who's doing it, but they're doing a pretty good job. And that's it. That's it for Fear Pong. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we're back again with the Business Fest show, segment number 3 of the episode 3. I'm again joined by Salim Saab.
Yeah, thank you for
Salman
giving me that
Saab.
honor of calling me.
You know what? I
Salim.
think I'm
Yeah.
just going to call you Salman at this point.
Are you sure, man?
Yeah,
Come on,
okay.
the joke is old now.
Okay, it's
All
over,
right,
yeah.
so we're not going
And-
to take more time.
Yeah,
I
and
think
we're
we
gonna start off introducing our guest today,
Yes.
who is Bilal Khan, who is also my classmate and is leading the sponsorship department at the Business Fest. Bilal साहब, क्या कहाँ इस point तक कैसे पहुँचे sponsorship?
थैंक यू सो मच हारून स्पॉन्सरशिप टीम जो है तो इसमें मैं पिछले 3 सालों से काम कर रहा हूँ डिफरेंट इवेंट्स डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में लेकिन आई थिंक कि जो पेशावर की बिज़नेस कम्युनिटी है वो पिछले 3 सालों में बहुत इमर्ज हुई है, बहुत मैच्योर हो गई है मेरे ख्याल से क्योंकि पहले भी हम जाते थे डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के पास, डिफरेंट बिज़नेस कम्युनिटीज़ के पास, लेकिन हमें जो रिस्पांस मिलता था वो इतना पॉजिटिव नहीं था या इतना फ्रूटफुल नहीं था वो रिस्पांस। उसकी बहुत सी रीज़न्स हैं। कुछ रीज़न्स ये भी हो सकती है कि हमारी तरफ से कुछ कमियाँ थी उस वक्त।
और ये किस वक्त की बात हो रही है?
ये मैं 2 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ।
Almost Business Fest 2019.
2019 का जो बिजनेस फेस्ट हुआ था उसकी भी मैं स्पॉन्सरशिप टीम में था। उसके अलावा भी कुछ इवेंट्स थे जिस तरह मन होने वाला था लेकिन वो ओपन नहीं हुआ, तो इन सब की मैं स्पॉन्सरशिप टीम में था और मैंने कई मीटिंग्स की अपनी सीनियर्स की निगरानी में, लेकिन तब हमारी मीटिंग्स इतनी फ्रूटफुल नहीं हो रही थी। तो आई थिंक कि कुछ हमारी तरफ से भी कमियाँ थी, कुछ मिसिंग्स थी और कुछ तब बिजनेसेस भी जो थे पेशावर के वो इस लेवल पे वो उनके जो मैनेजर्स थे वो आई गेस इस लेवल पे नहीं सोचते थे, वो इतना स्पॉन्सरशिप वाली चीज़ को इतनी इंपॉर्टेंस तब शायद नहीं मिलती थी। लेकिन अब इस बार जो हमने स्पॉन्सरशिप ड्राइव किया तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इट वाज अ बिग हिट फॉर अस, क्योंकि हमने जितनी भी मीटिंग्स की ऑलमोस्ट सबसे हमें मतलब हमने स्पॉन्सरशिप ले ली उनसे किसी न किसी सोर्स में। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल जिस तरह ट्रांस पेशावर है तो ये हमारा बहुत ही एक स्ट्रेटेजिक मूव था ट्रांस पेशावर को अपने साथ ऑन बोर्ड लेने का, क्योंकि इसका रीज़न ये है कि ट्रांस पेशावर को हमने जैसे ही अप्रोच किया है और उनके साथ हमने MOU साइन कर लिया تو اس سے ہمیں یہ پلس پوائنٹ ہو گیا کہ ہم پھر جس بھی بزنس کے پاس جس بھی گورنمنٹ باڈی کے پاس جا رہے تو ہم انہیں کہہ رہے تھے کہ ٹرانس پشاور ہمارے ساتھ آن بورڈ ہے, وہ ہمارے ساتھ کولیبوریٹ کر رہا ہے. تو اس کا ایک بہت ہی پلس پوائنٹ, ایک بہت ہی پازیٹیو امپیکٹ پڑ رہا تھا سب کو کنونس کرنے میں. تو یہ کہ ایک ہمارے پاس جب ٹرانس پشاور آ گیا تو باقی بہت ایزی ہو گیا. پھر اس کے بعد ہمارے پاس اباسین بلڈرز اور ٹویوٹا فرنٹیئر موٹرز اور انیبلرز اور اس طرح کے آرکیالوجی ڈائریکٹریٹ اور تو یہ سب ہمارے پاس آ گئے آن بورڈ.
ٹھیک ہے.
تو یہ کنونسنگ پاور ہمیں اگر آپ بتا سکتے ہیں کہ ہاؤ ڈیڈ یو کنونس all of these big brands? Like I'm pretty sure it's a very difficult job to do that, because you know you going somewhere and then telling them کہ ہم یہ ایونٹ کرا رہے ہیں, ہم آپ کو یہ بینیفٹس دے سکتے ہیں, تو ان کو کنونس کرنا, like کسی کی جیب سے پیسے نکالنا, that's a very difficult job. تو آپ نے کیسے اچیو کیا یہ ٹارگیٹ اپنا؟
For me, it's all the teamwork. For example, میں آپ کو یہ بتاؤں کہ کنونس کرنا مطلب وہ تو بس ایک ان کے سامنے ایونٹ کو ایکسپلین کرنا اور اپنی یونیورسٹی کے بارے میں بتانا اور یہ سب, یہ تو ہو جاتا ہے. لیکن سب سے امپورٹنٹ یہ ہوتا ہے کہ آپ رائٹ اسپانسرس کو ٹارگیٹ کریں, رائٹ بزنسز کو ٹارگیٹ کریں. یہ نہیں کہ پہلے ہم جب اسپانسرشپ ڈرائیوز کرتے تھے تو ہم کسی بھی بزنس کے پاس چلے جاتے تھے اور وہ اسٹریٹ اوے انکار کرتے تھے کیونکہ ہم کوئی ہوم ورک ہی نہیں کرتے تھے ان پہ. اس بار ہم نے یہ کیا ہے کہ ہم پراپر ہوم ورک کرتے تھے کن بزنسز کو پروموشنز کی ضرورت ہے اور کون سے بزنسز پروموشنز میں انویسٹ کر رہے ہیں, تو ہم ان کو ٹارگیٹ کرتے تھے. اور پھر انہی آرگنائزیشنز میں انہی بزنسز میں رائٹ پرسن کو ٹارگیٹ کرنا کہ ان کے ساتھ میٹنگ کرنی ہے. یہ نہیں کہ کسی بھی لوور اسٹاف میں یا کسی بھی کے ساتھ میٹنگ کر لی. تو ایسے لوگوں کے ساتھ جو وہاں پہ انتھوزیسٹس ہو یا جو چاہتے ہوں, تو اس کے بعد پھر ایک امپورٹنٹ پوائنٹ یہ بھی ہوتا ہے کہ آپ کا پروپوزل اتنا کیچی ہونا چاہیے کہ جب وہ پڑھنے لگ جائے, اس کو ریڈ کرنے لگ جائے, تو وہ واقعی اس کو ایک امپریشن آئے کہ واقعی بزنس فیسٹ ایک فلیگ شپ ایونٹ ہے ایم سائنسز کا. اور اس کے بعد پھر ہماری جو اورل کمیونیکیشن ہے ان کے ساتھ اور ہمارا باڈی لینگویج وہ سب میٹر کرتا ہے بہت.
تو مطلب پلاننگ کی, اسٹریٹجی بنائی, پھر اس کے بعد آپ لوگ گئے.
بالکل ایسا ہی تھا.
پلس پوائنٹ آؤٹ سے
بالکل ایسا ہی تھا. ہمارے پاس جو اسپانسرشپ ٹیم تھی تو اس بار ہم نے بہت ڈائیورس ٹیم لی تھی. اس میں ہمارے پاس پاور ہاؤسز کرن, ملائکہ اینڈ ادر, تو وہ آرگنائزیشنز میں ان کے بہت اسٹرانگ کانٹیکٹس تھے اور بہت اسٹرانگ آرگنائزیشنز انہوں نے ٹارگیٹ کیے. پھر اس کے بعد ہماری جو میٹنگز تھی, مجھے میٹنگز میں حسن ولید نے اور خضر نے اور اس طرح ہایا اور باقی, تو ان سب نے مجھے کم نہیں کیا. ہارون بھی 2 میٹنگز میں آیا. جی, تو میٹنگز میں ایسے پریزنٹیبل لوگوں کو لے جانا اور تو یہ سب بہت میٹر کرتا ہے.
Very nice, good answer. I would say that was a very interesting and very informative interview. Thank you so much, Bilawal, for joining us, and thank you for giving us your expertise. I think with that we're just gonna
we're going to conclude this segment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bilawal.
Thank you.
Hello guys, we're back again with the BFest show, and this time Haroon is not here. He had to take a leave because he had some things to do. I'm pretty sure he had some people to meet, so he had to leave. I'm joined by 2 of the ex-students, 2 of my very good friends and colleagues. I don't think Taimur needs any introduction because he's been here for a very, very long time, I must say.
Very long time.
Yeah, exactly. You've been here for longer than I have been here, right?
Yeah, and we both have been like for the past 6-7 years here.
Damn, that's a long time, a very long time. And we're also joined by Avas Karni, who is the owner and the CEO of the J brand, if I'm not wrong. Did I say that correctly?
And he's
J brand.
computing us on the run for 6 years. Like he's been here for 5 years.
5 years, right?
4 years.
5 years.
You've been here for 5 years.
Yeah,
You don't have to lie.
No.
You don't have to lie. You have to be honest.
17-21.
17-21, but it's almost 22, so it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
So you've been proven wrong. I'm sorry to say that.
So wrong time.
Anyway, guys, how are you guys doing? And
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. And how are you, Salman?
I am doing great. I just got here for the podcast,
And you've been shining all the time.
Thank you
I've
so
seen
much.
you.
Thank you so much. It's the love that we both share,
Yeah,
isn't
exactly.
it? We share a lot of love. کرنی صاحب کیا کر رہے ہیں آج کل, کیا
آپ
مصروفیات
ہمیں
ہیں؟
بتائیں کہ آپ کا بزنس فیسٹ کیسے جا رہا ہے. ہم نے تو یہ گزارا ہے, ہم نے 4 سال بزنس فیسٹ میں پارٹیسپیٹ بھی کیا ہے, سب کچھ کیا, تو آپ ہمیں بتائیں.
میں تو ہوسٹ ہوں, میں انٹرویو نہیں دے سکتا سیڈلی, تو ابھی آپ بتائیں. میں تو یہ بتا سکتا ہوں آپ کو کہ اس بار جو ہے بزنس فیسٹ بہت वो कहते हैं ना जोर और
इस बार बिजनेस फेस्ट के बारे में जो मतलब हमने देखा है पिछले जो 4 साल से हम भी देख रहे हैं और ये जो आखिरी अभी जो हम कंडक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो स्पॉन्सर रिस्पांस और हमारी जो ये टीम की जो मतलब एनर्जेटिक रिस्पांस और ये टीम जिस तरह काम कर रही है, तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ। तैमूर भाई आप क्या कहते हैं इस बारे में?
I mean the hype is real.
the hype is real.
The hype
क्योंकि
is
इस
real.
बार जो
It's,
हमें स्पॉन्सर रिस्पांस मिला है वो अभी तक हमें पिछले 3-4 सालों में नहीं मिला इस तरह।
You've been part of it, right?
Yes.
For the last 3 years, I
Yeah.
guess. 4 years.
4 years.
So you see a change in it. Being
very
an
big
ex-student,
change,
a
yeah.
very big change. You also see a change. We've been saying that a lot on the podcast. We've been saying that to a lot of our guests, that this time the trend has changed. It's not a very limited event. It's more like a commercialized event this time. So that's the plus point, I guess, I would say. अच्छा तो अभी बिजनेस फेस्ट को थोड़ा साइड पे करते हैं बिकॉज वी बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट बिजनेस फेस्ट अ लॉट या तो आप हमें थोड़े स्टाइलिंग टिप्स दें तैमूर साहब, जैसे आप स्टाइल करते हैं हमें।
It's all about the confidence and the way you carry yourself. That's about it.
golden words man. Taimur sahab, I've heard you're running CNG pump or what would you
petrol
call
pump.
a petrol pump. I'm sorry,
Petrol pumps.
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 So there's an S
There's an S.
at the end.
With
And
big
yes,
S.
we have just got another university in BI Khan and we are having a new project over
Very nice. So you're an entrepreneur, as people would like to call you.
entrepreneur, it just runs in the blood.
Runs in the blood.
It just runs in the blood. And
You must be a freedie then, right?
yeah, I am a freebie.
Oh,
Do
see,
you know, sir?
I just guessed it, man, because of the
I mean,
money
that's-
and
that's-
you know
that's so nice of
the
you and
Gucci
that's so wise of
behavior.
you.
I could tell.
So you tell us, Salman, how have you been doing all the stuff that you're doing right now? I mean, how did you end up being
Well,
in the team?
it's a wonderful experience, I must say, because I accidentally hosted the farewell party.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you were doing
open mic.
The open mic also.
spontaneously. Like you just ended up there spontaneously, and you were doing
Thank you so
very
much.
good. Like
Thank
I
you,
was
thank
there, I saw you.
Thank you
and
so much,
I
Taimur.
see the skills are enhanced. It's been extracted from you.
Thank you so much. I'll take that as a huge compliment that you've given me, and I'll take it to my heart and I'll take it to my grave. I'll
So
work upon
tell
my
me one
skills
thing.
even more.
What's your favorite moment in all of the business fest?
I would say
I mean,
the moment
I sure
that I
mean-
shared with my host Haroon, the
Yeah.
moments that I've shared with him, it's been brilliant because the guy is a gem of a person. He is an amazing host.
I like his voice.
I love his voice. I told him the first-
his, aura when he sits here and he talks.
Exactly,
It's
he
very
has
good.
this command, this control
Yes.
over his, posture and everything. That's, it feels
I mean,
like I'm.
from the past 6 years, I've never seen a guy like him
Wow.
taking over this command, like bringing the things that I haven't seen in boys like us.
That's a very controversial thing.
Yeah.
Bringing the things that you haven't seen in boys.
No, yeah, in boys, like they are very camera
So you
shy.
see them in men.
Yeah, I see them in men.
He's a man. All right, guys. With that, thank you guys so much for joining me, and thank you for giving me your
Thank you,
precious
Salman,
time.
for having us, and it was lovely talking with you. This
Thank you
session
so
was
much.
really
It's always
fruitful.
lovely
Thank
to
you
talk
so
to you guys. It's
Yeah,
always
do
it's
we
always
have your
refreshing.
leave?
All right, guys, we're back again. I'm joined again by Haroon. He couldn't stay without me. He had to join me. So
yeah, I just went for a little bit and
Yeah.
I thought he wanted the spotlight, so I gave him an interview on his own. How was that?
It was amazing, man. I could handle the pressure.
I don't know what you said about me, but I had to go somewhere and
I
I'm
said
back
some
now.
very good things about you, man.
Oh, come
As
on.
always,
Salim and Haroon, best friends
Salim and
forever.
Haroon, the best combo. Anyway, we're joined by the guy with the most unique name, I must say. And he is from the outreach team, the social media team. His name is Tughril. You guys, I'm
Tughril?
pretty sure a lot of people have heard it for the first time. So have you.
Yeah, it's my first time hearing that.
Me too.
I'll
same.
take that as a compliment. I like that. I like it when people consider me unique because it's something that I've been given very rarely. So I appreciate that.
And what is Tughril?
Tughril, basically, thanks to Turkey, after the show, I actually found out the meaning of the name myself. In the Turkish language, it basically means warrior, and there was this very unique meaning that I found once. And you know how in the old times, kings and queens, they dressed with beautiful ornaments. The lining that was inside one piece of an ornament would used to be called Tughril.
Wow.
So that was very unique when I found out.
Very
that.
specific meaning, I must say.
It is, actually.
You've
Just like me.
specified it. Just like you. You seem like a right.
I love how you guys vibe though. It's very nice to see you guys vibing. on
Thank
this
you.
podcast.
That's the first time someone has told us.
This is the first person who didn't ask about our day, but said we had chemistry.
Yeah, exactly.
You do.
And so this is day 3 of Salim and Haroon, and now it's Tughril is part of the mix as well. I think we're gonna.
So TGS? No.
I think I should change places. I should come on that side of the table.
THS.
Yeah, THS.
It's a THS boys. Back again with another song. No, never mind. All right.
With another podcast.
I got out of the
And
flow.
so outreach, right?
Yes, I'm actually part of the marketing team, but this year, since Business Fest is all about bringing something new to the table, pun intended. So this time it was very unique. We actually made actually the marketing team, like conventional marketing teams, it was basically following a set routine, and we did capture a lot of audience, but we always strive to find something new in a department. So we made a social media outreach team. I developed an idea. I discussed it with Faizan, who's our lead for marketing, and then Wali and Osama. And we basically made a team of university students that only had to do one thing. They had to basically just circulate and regulate all the stuff thrown on social media, which included Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And to my surprise, and something that I'm very proud of, is that we actually got the event on trending yesterday.
How did you end up doing that?
On Twitter?
On Twitter.
Right.
So that was very nice. I told the higher authorities, they were also very happy. So that was nice. It kind of proved how the idea was successful. How we did that, coming to your question, basically it was commitment, man. I was very proud of my team. They're basically students of accounting and finance. One of them is not a student of accounting and finance, but he's in the team. And basically they just had to be given a set of guidelines that they followed very efficiently, which resulted in the event coming on the trending page. So that was very nice, although it's not trending anymore, but it only trends for a very small period of time. But having said that, that does not in any way mean we will not bring it back on trending. We still have the event.
I mean, it's been 15 days before the event.
Absolutely. And I've given my team the task of reaching at least 1,000 tweets before the 5th of January. Now, since the date is delayed, we could get it to 10, even more retweets. And they've actually achieved a total of 6 members in the team, and they have retweeted more than 500 times. So it's remarkable. I'm very proud of them. It's because of them that that my seniors, including Osama and Wali, are happy with me, and that I'm sitting with you on this table right now. So. On this chair.
So you're honored to sit here.
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
We'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, I think it's a lot about Business Fest and less about Tughril as a person. I want to get to Tughril as a person because we've been friends for a very long time, and we actually became friends very, it was a very...
Accidentally, I would say.
It was very...
A blessing in disguise, I would call it now.
A blessing in disguise, that's a good way to put it. We were somewhere on a trip and we needed a TV, and this guy was at our service and he gave us a TV.
It actually links me to marketing.
Hold on. Let me just.
It's
Why a trip and you needed a TV on that trip?
Because we wanted to play FIFA and we didn't have a TV. We had the old one, the old TV that has like a back to it.
The most awkward of situations.
Okay, but let me just ask, where were you going on this trip?
Oh, actually, these guys, they came to Natya Gali. I have a home in Natya Gali. That is basically where I spend my summers. And I get a call one day from a very, very good friend. Kahan pe? And I was like, I'm home, man.
Who was that friend again?
Hamid.
What's his nickname?
I would prefer not saying that. So he called me up. He was like, "Kahan pe?" I was like, "I'm at home and TV chahiye mujhe." And I was like, "Le le, lekin main to gaon mein hu," and all that. Then that's how I found out that this person was with him, accompanying him on his trip. And they needed TV, and
very legendary trip, I must say.
Yes,
trip, in fact.
Although my TV was included in the trip, but I was not.
But then we became friends because of that.
Exactly. So that is how it happened. And on my first day at IIM Sciences, I see a person coming up to me and saying, "Humne tumhari ragging karni hai." And I was like, "Just wait a minute. Who is that guy standing over there?" And I saw Salman. I was like, "Idhar aa, tum hi ragging karega." And that is how we.
But I did end up taking money from you.
Yes, you did.
You cannot belittle me like that.
No, I cannot. I cannot. Actually, the only reason I gave the money was because of you.
Thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
Really, I love the chemistry that's going on between all three of us. You know what's fascinating? Just to point out, you went to Natya Gali.
Yeah.
You into the wilderness, and even there you needed TV for gaming.
Talk about
Because,
priorities,
yeah,
man.
priorities.
Can you imagine that? It's like,
Absolutely.
why couldn't you just do that at home?
Because someone as poetic as I was about to say pathetic. Someone as poetic as Salman.
I think I should leave, man. That was
Someone
enough.
as poetic as Salman, you know, coming up to the wilderness,
Thank
coming
you
up
for
into the
pointing
woods,
that
and
out.
playing PS4 would, you know, it was a bit.
It's the company, you know. You have to adjust.
Absolutely.
Do in Rome as Romans do,
Now-
as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
I
you
had
weren't
to-
doing that.
I was doing that because I was forced into it. More like, yeah, because my friends are lazy, they don't go out.
Right.
They're more like indoor
Right.
people, yeah. Anyway, Tughal, thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
joining
much for
us.
having me. It was
And,
great talking to you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing some good memories with the audience, our memories.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me. And I wish you guys the best of luck for the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back. I've been joined by Haroon and Salim once again. बार बार यही आ रहे हैं. इस बार इंट्रोडक्शन मैं कर रहा हूँ बस सिर्फ.
And so
Haroon,
yeah, we wanted to change it up a bit because we were
I
doing
think
the same.
You guys are fed up of us, so like we brought in Fahama.
I think that was a pretty good introduction. He called you Salim as
Yeah,
well.
he called me Salim as well. Thank you for calling me. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
It's my name now. It's my name now. Call me Salim, everyone. Viewers, Salim. Your
Anyone
boy,
who
Salim.
watches this episode, just come up to him and be like, "Assalamu alaikum, Salim."
Yeah.
Kaisa
Assalamu
hai?"
alaikum.
You
Like
might
Salim, I've
end
been
up with
watching
a
you.
bruised face or something, but yeah, just prepare for that because yeah, it's getting too much. Salim is just yeah.
Salim is a character man.
Show me your hands.
Salim is a
man.
cat.
It's like,
Salim is a
you're gonna bruise them with these hands, with these fists.
I've been boxing, man. I've been doing MMA. You know.
Boxing with what?
I can show you.
Boxing with what?
I can show
Yeah,
you.
boxing
Good
with
question.
what?
Boxing with what?
Just boxing in the air. He just thinks he's the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, you
He's
see,
been boxing
I
in
shouldn't
his
do that.
mind.
I shouldn't do that in front of the camera. I've embarrassed myself enough today. Anyway, Mama,
So-
thank you for joining us and tell us a little about yourself. I know. Do you want me to introduce yourself a little? Do you want me to compliment you, just like I've complimented
Let's
all
just
my
check
guests?
how you introduced me. So
All right, hold on.
Wow.
I'm excited
Sigma
about
Hello,
this.
Amazing.
guys. This is your man, your boy, your what? Your Romeo.
One and
your
only.
anything you want to call him. He is a very good friend of mine. He has been my batchmate. I got to know him very later on in the stages like of my degree, but yeah, he
देर आए
has
दुरुस्त
been-
आए.
देर आए दुरुस्त आए.
क्या
बहुत
बात है।
दुरुस्त आए आप. बहुत दुरुस्त आए.
आप भी
And,
बहुत दुरुस्त आए हैं वैसे सलीम.
Thank you. Thank you, Fahama, for the compliment.
But
so this
Fahama,
guy
he has
runs. Yeah,
has
I'm
been here
sorry,
for
but-
the last 4 years. So he
4 years.
graduated at this point.
Yes.
And he also is running his own startup.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Swat on Foot.
Swat on foot. So
How did that start?
It started very long ago. We have been traveling along. It started when my father just took us, me and our cousin, on
मतलब
a
आप
trip
खुद जब जाते
to
थे?
a mountain.
Right.
Yes. We have been traveling a lot, but Swat on Foot started basically in 2018 when I made a blog on Instagram by the name Swat on Foot. The idea behind Swat on Foot is to travel more adventurous,
Yes.
more close to nature,
Very
to
nice.
bring nature close to the clients and the participants. That's why it's Swat on Foot. The foot,
Aspect.
the foot element is very important in the Swat on Foot because we prefer more adventure, and adventure is extreme when you are on foot, when you are hiking.
Right.
So the Swat on Foot element, the foot element is very important.
So you're
Right.
sort of
So-
advertising camping, sort of
Camping.
giving a boost to camping because I see in Pakistan, even myself, I'm more of a technology guy, so I prefer staying home. Even if I go on trips, I'm sorry, I sort of touched the mic. Even if I go on trips, I'm more indoors,
Indoors.
rather than going on adventures.
Yeah,
and
you are
people
looking for a TV and to play
yeah, I'm
FIFA
playing
again.
FIFA. Yeah, that's,
So-
that's what I like doing, rather than going. So I think.
So what we do is that we motivate people to go out of their comfort
So for
zone.
example, how would you motivate
Yes.
Salman over here, Salim over here?
Salim or
Salim.
And how does someone like him who's sitting in Natchigali playing PlayStation,
Playing
on
a
his-
FIFA.
playing FIFA, how do you get him on foot in Swat?
Convince me right now.
What we do is that we put you in an environment that you feel already motivated. He has been traveling with his friends and his social circle is just like him. Indoor activity. They like indoor activities.
True.
What we do is we put you out of your comfort zone in an environment that they all are talking about hikings and experiences like that,
Yeah.
which will motivate you eventually. If we put you in a group of 10 people and they're talking about their outdoor experiences, their adventures they have been having, 9 of them are talking about that. Eventually you will be talking about that and you would be motivated to
Right.
have an experience and go out.
Right.
So that's how we motivate you. Just the moment you take the step outside, you will love it.
So you take
for yourself.
applicants from all across the country or just Peshawar specifically?
No, all across the country. We have been expanding, and it's just a startup, so we are focused on Swat yet, but we will be bringing a lot of experiences.
And so, if you didn't know that yet, Swat on Foot is the official traveling partner of the Business
Fest. Of course, we have done a golden handshake with Mr. Salim and Ahmad Ali.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. A
On
golden
camera.
handshake.
Yes, golden handshake.
For record.
Yeah, he's going to take
a golden
us on trips.
handshake with Mr. Haroon as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We will be taking a trip of Business Fest team, a one-day trip to Mashpuri, inshallah.
Nice. So isn't it going to be too cold for Mashpuri? Like, don't you think there's going to be snow and it's
That's
gonna
the
be hot?
idea. That's the fun. That's
You
the
want
fun,
to kill
man.
me? That's what you want.
That's the
the
fun.
fun.
An extreme
I'm not going on
adventure
the trip, man. I'm not going.
to Mashpuri in winters in January.
You know, I'm still young.
Have you
I want to
ever
live.
Right? Have you ever been there in the winters?
To Mashpuri?
Yeah, because I went
No,
like
I
2
haven't
months
been
ago.
in, okay.
And I went 2 months ago, and I was freezing to death.
You will experience a lot of freezing and a lot of cool in Mashpuri when we go in January. I haven't been to Mashpuri, but I have been to colder places than Mashpuri.
Oh, right.
Wow. So how do you heat yourself up? Like, how do you warm yourself up?
We warm ourselves up with the warm jokes, man. Just warm jokes. No cool jokes allowed on our trips. Only warm jokes and some warm clothes. Thande jokes nahi marne. And warm clothes, warm jokes.
Right.
Warm clothes,
Warm jokes.
That's the motto.
That's
warm
the motto.
clothes.
Warm jokes.
I say warm clothes, you say warm jokes.
Okay.
You both say warm jokes.
Okay.
Warm clothes,
Warm jokes.
And with that, we end the segment. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Mama,
so
for
much.
joining us.
Thank you for having me, Salim. Thank you for having me, Haroon.
Yeah, that's
Thank
my
you so
name
much.
now. I'm not
I
shaking your
actually
hand.
bribed him
I'm
into
not
calling him Salim the entire time.
I'm not shaking your hand on Salim. Yeah.
But
Call me.
trust me, Salim is a character. When we call you Salim,
Winked
you.
at you, man. It's a winked at you. I should have done
I'm
that.
telling you, when we call you Salim again, your character changes.
Wow.
Salman is a different character. while
Salman is
Salim
different character. When he comes
Salim
here,
मुझे
he's
थोड़ा-
Salim.
Hello everyone, meet Salim.
No, ये Salim character मुझे थोड़ा ढीला लगता है, so I'm not gonna take that character. Anyway,
we need to patch it.
let's not go beyond PG level. I think we should keep it PG. Anyway, it was a lovely podcast. It was a lovely episode. Thank you, Haroon, for covering up for me in the morning.
Hey, you don't have to thank me. I'm the host here.
Yeah, but you were alone here. I wasn't.
Oh,
available,
thank you,
so
thank you.
Thank you for not calling me though. Yeah, thank you for not having my number. Anyway,
I have his number. He's lying. I just didn't call him.
That's a wrap.
Want some of the
Thank you guys.
spotlight.
Thank you guys so much. And yeah, tune in again to the Beefest Show. Hello guys, we're back again. As you can see, Haroon is hydrating himself right now. He's busy hydrating himself.
It's very important to be
It's,
hydrated when you're expected to interview so many people. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very difficult job, and you've been doing it since morning, yeah?
Yeah,
It must
yeah.
have been very tiring for you. Anyway, we're joined by, I guess, if you want to call him Hasnan, that'll be sort of undermining his abilities of being a Messi fan. This guy loves Messi more than Messi loves himself. Like, as one of our teachers,
He did the gesture as well. He's like,
he did.
yeah,
There was a teacher once, and we still have him here. I don't want to name him because
Right.
He says there are two people that know Bhutto. One is Bhutto himself, and the other one is me.
Right.
So the same goes for him.
Yeah.
There are two people
Yeah.
that know Messi. One is Messi himself, and the other is Hasnan.
Hasnan,
Anyway,
yeah.
Hasnan, thank you for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
If you want to introduce yourself, you can.
Yeah.
If you don't, then we'll keep on talking.
Now I will introduce myself.
Thank you.
Like I'm the data team lead in Business Fest 2022 and इस दफ़ा हम ये कर रहे हैं कि कुछ इनोवेशन हम लाए इसमें क्योंकि डाटा और आईटी आपस में बहुत ज़्यादा रिलेटेड है.
बिल्कुल.
तो इस दफ़ा हम ये कर रहे हैं कि एक ऐप बना रहे हैं जो भी आपके वोल्यूशन फॉर्म वगैरह होंगी, आपके जो लीडर बोर्ड होंगे, लाइक जो स्टॉल्स है आपके, उसके सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन जो होगा वो ऐप के थ्रू होगा. और डाटा में हम इस दफ़ा दो काम कर रहे हैं, एक जो स्टार्ट में है और एक इवेंट के बाद है. स्टार्ट में हम ये कर रहे हैं कि आपके जो गेस्ट आते हैं उसको हर एक गेस्ट को हम अपना QR कोड देंगे. तो जैसे ही वो स्कैन करेगा तो
गेस्ट का क्या मतलब है?
गेस्ट जो पार्टिसिपेंट के साथ आ रहे हैं, गेस्ट वगैरह ये, तो वो QR कोड को स्कैन करेगा तो उसके थ्रू सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन स्क्रीन पे आ जाएगी और सिक्योरिटी के लिए इजी हो जाएगा कि उसको अंदर आने दे. और फिर बाद में जो होगा वो इस तरह के जो इन्फॉर्मेशन जो गेस्ट आए हैं उसका उन लोगों से हम एक फीडबैक लेंगे और उसी डाटा पे हम फिर प्रेडिक्ट करेंगे कि इस इवेंट्स में क्या खामियाँ थी और क्या चाहिए थी. तो फिर उसके ऊपर हम प्रेडिक्शन करेंगे नेक्स्ट आने वाले जो बिजनेस फेस्ट होगा तो उसमें वो सारी गलतियाँ हम निकाल लेंगे इंशाल्लाह.
तो ये हम डेटा में ये
Most of this is related to the statistics, I would assume.
स्टैटिस्टिक कह सकते हो. Data science is all about statistics.
Right.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea, I must say. You know, it's very easy, makes it easier for everyone around here. Security concerns nahi hogi,
Right.
koi issue nahi banega. So that's a very nice initiative that you're
And that's something that I think is going to curb all the security concerns that we used to have before this. Is since a lot of people used to come, they'd fake their tickets.
True.
And it was very hard for us to manage ke ye kaun hai, ye kaun hai.
Exactly.
We've had a lot of issues in that, and so curbing this issue, I think, has cleaned all our security problems in the first place.
Very true. So thanks to Hasnan for that. And Hasnan, tell us more about yourself rather than.
Tell us about Messi. Messi के साथ कैसे शौक कैसे पैदा हुआ?
वैसे ये मुझसे बहुत हारता है.
यार
रोनाल्डो क्यों नहीं? Why Messi specifically?
मतलब मेसी का जो गेम प्ले है, उसका चलना, उसका फिर नहीं होना, उसकी फैमिली ठीक है. तो
it's a very
maybe he's a role model for how he wants to manage his family.
I don't think he's a role model because he wouldn't keep the mustache if he was his role model. No. By the way, this mustache makes you look very good.
Thank you very much.
Especially the glasses.
Especially with the glasses
and the hat.
Cable guy.
It's like
it suits you, man. It suits you. I mean, not that you are one, but you seem like one. And I don't want to say what you seem like. I think you get the point.
He looks like a Messi fan.
He does look like a Messi fan.
That's what he looks like.
To say.
Yeah, Messi fan.
Thanks for covering me up.
Yeah.
You look like a Messi fan. Yeah. Nice. And you're actually copying my glasses.
Your glasses, yeah.
Yeah. What brand are those?
I don't know. I just buy it from
person, so yeah.
local shop. Yeah.
Don't say that, man. Just make a brand up.
Okay.
It's called the Banana
Republic.
Factory. I don't know. That's very. It's a very vague name that I went with. Anyway, mine is a very good brand, I must say. Hold on, let me see.
Let me see.
Oh, Calvin Klein, bro.
Calvin Klein?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I keep it.
My sweater's Calvin Klein.
Oh my god, so you wanted to compete with me?
No, it's not. I kind of did because it's not Calvin Klein.
What is it?
Brumano.
Damn.
Nice name. Yeah.
I've been on their website. Anyway, thank you, Hasnan. We've been talking a lot with each other. Sorry for that. And thank you for telling us about Messi and also the things that you're doing.
About data?
About data.
Yeah.
That's
not
more important.
Yeah.
That was more important.
This is what I like after Messi. Data. I like data after Messi. Not before Messi. Yeah.
And what about your girlfriend?
Oh, not decided yet.
He hasn't decided if he likes him or not.
If he likes girlfriends or something else. Anyway, that was a very fun interview that we have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us. And it's a wrap, guys. Goodbye and see you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're back again. Business Fest show. This has been a long time. I've been recording since morning, but it's finally our last segment, and we are joined by Huria Khan,
Hello.
who has been part of IM Sciences. She's graduate from IM Sciences now, and I think you're back again
I'm
in the
doing my
MBA. Evening MBA.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't know, Huria was the Business Fest event lead for 2 consecutive years.
Yeah.
So that's 17 and 18.
I was also volunteering in 2016.
Oh, so you've been in all of them.
And I was the participant in 2015.
Right. So she's been in Business Fest each and every year, and now she's back again for 2021.
Yeah, but yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels really nice. Honestly, I love how you guys are making all the effort, and it looks great so far.
Right.
So it's really good.
Right, and graduating and seeing now your juniors becoming the seniors and doing this all the entire thing. How does that feel for a senior?
It feels really
from
good.
A bystander?
I still can't believe that I was standing at your nitrogen stall.
Right.
Exactly. It's really nice. And I'm really proud of you guys for doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All the
Thank you,
posters and everything is really good.
Thank you, Huria.
It's really nice.
Just for that, since you were the event leader in 2018, what was your favorite stall in 2018?
Oh my God, don't ask me that.
No, you're supposed to say...
Oh, the nitrogen stall, obviously.
The nitrogen stall.
Yeah.
And so if you guys didn't know...
Good Bite was good too.
You remembered?
Yeah. Of course I remember Good Bite.
Anyways, I was gonna say that Huria is my favorite guest today, but I'm joking. You are my favorite guest if you didn't know, Huria was the event lead when I was in first semester and I was participating.
That was what year?
That was 2018.
Okay.
And so it's 22, almost 2022 now.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it's just like I'm kind of sad that you didn't say Nitrogen 1 was the best.
Oh, it was. I did say.
Okay.
I loved the dragon flames coming out of my mouth.
Yes.
Best thing.
Best.
Yeah.
And Huria, so what do you think about Business Fest as a whole? You know, from the event side, being a leader, how do you become that?
It's very, very, very close to my heart. When I was participating in 2015, it was all too good. Matlab, honestly, I did not put in so much effort at my own stall.
Right.
Lekin the overall, outcome was amazing. We were the best stall. Phir uske baad we got an opportunity to participate in 2016. So Murad and Imad were the organizers and I was just helping them out.
Right.
ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद थोड़ा बहुत exposure and everything, just got the know-how, how to do it and everything. I had experience पहले college school से about event management and everything, लेकिन मैंने university में ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया था. फिर उसके बाद we got a chance, we talked to Ali Abdullah sir and we said कि यार इस साल हम करेंगे, मैं और इमाद.
ठीक.
खैर पहले पोल शोल्स हुए कि कौन कौन पार्टिसिपेट करेगा, कौन कौन नहीं करेगा इवेंट, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली स्टार्ट से मेल जो था वो हेड था.
Right.
तो वी केम टू अ कंक्लूजन, पोल्स हुए, कॉन्टेस्ट हुआ कि जी कौन कौन लीड करेगा. सो सर अली अब्दुल्ला डिसाइडेड कि वील हैव 2 leads this year, which was, I'm talking about 2017. So it was me and Imad.
And so were you and Imad competing or we went together for the proposal?
No, we together. We went together. पहले उन्होंने हमें सेलेक्ट किया, फिर हमने प्रपोजल बनाया, हमने प्रपोजल प्रेजेंट किया. हमारे बहुत ज़्यादा और लोग भी थे कंपेटिटर्स जो who wanted. हम BBA वाले थे, सोशल साइंसेज वाले also wanted to get in and they wanted to participate, but we got the chance because obviously I'm not going to say कि nepotism थी या जो भी था, लेकिन we did get an edge over because हमारा था experience इस चीज़ में. फिर उसके बाद we got in the game, we came up. इतना first year I don't think हमने इतना कुछ वो किया, लेकिन हमने थोड़ा सा स्ट्रक्चर को सिस्टमाइज किया. मतलब वी हैड डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर फॉर एवरी स्टॉल. पूरे हमने मैपिंग की, पूरी कोऑर्डिनेशन की, इवेंट वो डेकोर टीम अलग थी. पहले तो it was जो इनिशियली बिजनेस फेस्ट था हमारे टाइम पे 3 के 4 ऑर्गेनाइजर्स थे.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
जब हम पार्टिसिपेंट्स थे. उसके बाद 2016 में 7 ऑर्गेनाइजर्स थे. फिर 2017 में जब हमने किया, we were a team of 25 people I believe, I'm not sure, I don't remember. और जब 2018 में हमने किया, we were a team of 40 plus people.
ठीक.
तो मतलब it was a big event.
And
2018.
That's quite fascinating because I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many people you have on the team.
It's 100 people now.
Oh my God, look at that. मतलब our main focus was कि यार हमने हर साल नहीं रहना and we want to give everybody an opportunity.
Right.
ठीक है, क्योंकि पहले initially first 2 years में हमें भी लोग नहीं अंदर आने देते थे कि यार तुम लोग भी करो. Because जो वो structure बना हुआ था, पहले तो हमारी social committee होती थी. When I joined in 2015, social committee होती थी who used to plan all these events.
ठीक है.
हेलो हैलोवीन हो गई, आपकी पेट शो हो गया, कार शो हो गया, जो भी.
So it didn't have to do with startup society at the time?
No, nothing. उसके बाद स्टार्टअप सोसाइटी आई है आई थिंक.
ठीक है.
हाँ, तो उसके बाद सर अली अब्दुल्ला, सर गफ़ार होते थे, वो हमारे साथ थे. So that's how we came up with everything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty insightful because I did not know there were 3 or 4 people organizing your
exactly.
And what is the contrast, when you were doing Business Fest, when you were participating yourself with the stalls, how different is it from, let's say, even last year?
Yeah, last year I wasn't here, so I don't know.
So 18, the last one you...
18. यार 18 में हमने सब कुछ, we had a QR code जिस पे we were marking मतलब हमने बिल्कुल पेपर फ्री कर दिया था इवेंट. 2017 में हमारे पास था पेपर, बट वो हमने बहुत ज़्यादा वेस्ट किया था, so that was not right. तो we were like नहीं यार, इस दफ़ा we are going to minimize our costs and do more. ठीक है, तो हमने काफ़ी प्रमोशंस करने की कोशिश की. वी इनवाइटेड तैमूर झगड़ा 2018 वाले इवेंट पे इनॉग्रेशन के लिए. तो बस जहाँ हम कॉस्ट कटिंग कर सकते थे वहाँ हमने की, पेपर फ्री किया इवेंट को, ये सारी चीज़ें की.
All right.
मुझे
Well,
अभी
that
याद
was
नहीं
about
है।
Business Fest, but what is who you're doing as a person after graduating?
Yeah, I graduated in 2019. September, right?
Right,
मतलब
right.
September में I got my clearance and everything. I joined HBL as a customer service officer in October 2019. I worked there till August 31st this year, and now I'm working with Nestle Pakistan.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's quite the CV right there.
Yeah. So it's been 4 months in, and it's really good, alhamdulillah.
It's fun?
Yeah, oh, it's great, alhamdulillah.
And with that, you're managing the MBA as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I'm
so
doing MBA with it.
It must be quite tiring.
It is tiring. First year तो मेरा बैंक के साथ ही निकल गया, तो that was fine, it was close. But now I'm posted in JB Tower, तो मुझे आने जाने का मसला होता है.
Right, right.
Well, that's just too much into whatever I'm
Right,
doing.
right.
हाँ.
But
So, yeah.
and so you're going to graduate this year again?
Inshallah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So second time graduating.
Second time graduate, MBA done.
All right. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
it's
no
a
problem.
pleasure.
I had fun. It's
Yeah.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure having all the old people. You know, we
Yeah.
had
Old
Imad for
people.
the ISDP session.
Old people.
You know, the
Yeah.
our seniors.
Yeah,
our seniors.
that's right.
correction.
Okay.
Our seniors. And, you know, we had the Imad on
Yeah.
for the ISDP session. Now we have
Yeah.
you. So it's really wholesome for
Thank
me
you.
as a person.
I
as well.
loved it. It's great, and you guys are doing great, and I wish you guys the best.
Thank you. And just for the record, Nitrogen 1.
Oh,
is your favorite?
Nitrogen 1 for the win.
There we go.
That's right.
There you go. All right. Thank you. And that's about it for episode 3. Yeah, we're done.